Now at 4, a call for help turns deadly in East Texas. A grieving Harrison County family is left now seeking answers. And the flu outbreak is getting worse, but there are some steps that you can take to help better protect yourself.
Ready for a cold night ahead. I'll show you how far below freezing we'll go in your forecast.
In efforts to revive business in Shreveport, we have a live update on a giant warehouse in the southwest part of the city.
I've had 3 people try to eat me today. 3! Ooh, lucky penny. Anyway, sometimes I wish I were human.
And it's a Super Bowl tradition that never gets old. Of course, we're talking about the commercials. Some of them already released. We'll check them out in today's Trend Tracker report. I'm Marie Waxel. KSLA News 12 Now at 4 begins right now.
You're watching KSLA News 12 Now at 4.
Now at 4, 9 days after a Harrison County man was killed in a deputy-involved shooting, his family is now talking about the events leading up to that fateful night. They say Arthur McAvee Jr., a 61-year-old Army veteran, died last week at the Longview Medical Center from 2 gunshot wounds to his chest. Now, his sister spoke with KSLA's Christian Picos in an exclusive interview today, detailing her brother's battle with mental illness. The family called the Harrison County Sheriff's Office last Saturday, worried about McAvee's welfare, according to police records. A deputy did respond to the home, but the incident turned deadly after his sister said he swung at the deputy. She says the deputy then tased McAvee before wrestling him to the ground. His sister says as she held her brother's legs and the deputy went to roll him over and handcuff McAvee, that's when the gun went off twice. Now, according to police records, McAvee was unarmed, and Texas Rangers are now investigating this shooting. We'll have more from that exclusive interview with McAvee's family coming up tonight at 6. New at 4, 8,000 workers. That's how many jobs a giant facility in Shreveport had years ago. Now there's a new owner trying to give that same warehouse a new lease on life. Our own Jeff Farrell is standing near that old AT&T plant off Mansfield Road in southwest Shreveport this afternoon. Jeff, what's the latest on efforts to revive the business there?
Not too bad at all from what we understand. Slowly but surely, life is being breathed back into this mammoth of a building. You're looking live right now at what used to be the AT&T building. And it's little wonder with such activity coming back with 800,000 square feet of space. Over the years, this 50-year-old building has seen several changes in ownership before finally closing in 2001 and then partially leased in the years to come by film industry companies like Mansfield Studios. The current owner, Cordell Properties, has invested $3 million so far to upgrade this huge building. They have several tenants now and hope to attract many more in the coming months and years. Commercial real estate broker Ann Dixon says Shreveport is right on the cusp of moving toward becoming a warehouse hub in our region because of our location. Members of the Southern Hills Business Association will get a briefing on Tuesday to update them on the progress of this long-term project and what the ultimate goal is for this property. Now, coming up tonight at 5 and 6, we'll talk about how much more the owners hope to spend in the coming years at this facility to attract even more business. Reporting live in Southwest Shreveport, Jeff Farrell, KSLA News 12.
1 month into the new year, Shreveport Mayor Ollie Tyler is looking back to see what she has accomplished so far and what she still wants to get done. KSLA News 12 sat down with the mayor today as she discussed what she described as her accomplishments, detailing her work bringing in new businesses. Now, Mayor Tyler also discussed her plans to continue improving the city's aging infrastructure, adding that she'll need more time to get more done.
I have prayed about it. There are some goals that we have set to try to reach for the city of Shreveport. And we'd like to bring those goals to fruition. In order to do that, I would need another 4 years. However, those are my plans. I do plan to run.
Tonight at 6, Mayor Tyler takes on her critics and discusses how she plans to move forward into the new year. Jeff, you know, spring was here. briefly for the weekend, but winter is coming back tonight.
Yeah, it is. We've got some cold temperatures on the way tonight, but then we're going to warm back up again by midweek. So kind of some up and down sort of weather for us for the week ahead. Tonight, though, it's on the way back down, and be prepared to shiver out the door tomorrow morning. Other than that, though, it's going to be extremely quiet. We've had a cold front moving through the Arklatex, but there's been no rain with it. Nothing to talk about on live first alert Doppler radar. Temperatures, though, they are cooler than what we had over the weekend. To Queen, back to 50 degrees, 53 Texarkana, it's 57 in Shreveport right now. Far southern parts of the Arklatex, we have been a little closer to the 60-degree mark. If you are headed out for your afternoon walk here in the next couple of hours, only thing you're going to have to worry about, the jacket. You will want that. 55 around 5 o'clock. We'll be clear 51 at 6 and then back into the 40s by 7 o'clock tonight. We are headed down below freezing for those overnight lows. I'll be back in just a few moments. We'll talk about the cold tonight. We'll warm up by midweek and more cool weather coming in for the weekend all the way in your forecast.
But hey, the sun's shining, right? That's good news. Let's go ahead and take a look at traffic this afternoon. You're taking a live look at 4 different routes along I-20. It's Traffic, Industrial, Jewella, and Lakeshore Drive. Again, no major issues that we see here on our live DOTD cameras to pass along to you this afternoon. If you are headed out the door, remember to buckle up and be safe out there. Well, if you live near Barksdale Air Force Base, you may have noticed black smoke in the area this morning, but don't be alarmed. It was all part of a controlled burn. This morning around 10 o'clock, the 2nd Civil Engineer Squadron began a controlled burn on the East Reservation. Now, we're told the controlled burns will continue through Wednesday. The reason behind these burns? Well, to reduce the risk of wildfires by removing the underbrush that can cause a potential wildfire to spread quickly. All right, if you go to Panera Bread for bagels, you'll want to listen to this. The restaurant is recalling all of its 2-ounce and 8-ounce cream cheese products because of possible listeria contamination. Company officials say a recent sample tested positive for the bacteria, but this recall only applies to cream cheese sold in Panera locations here in the U.S. So far, no illnesses have been reported. And the CDC is reporting more children are dying because of this year's flu strain. 37 children have died this season from flu-related symptoms. Every state except for Hawaii is considered to be at a crisis level. In New York, 1,700 people have been hospitalized with the flu just last week. And in Florida, 20% of students in Gulf County were absent from class because of the flu. Experts recommend that everyone 6 months of age and older get a flu shot. And the doctor who oversees immunizations for the state of Louisiana says if you have the flu, you need to not only call your doctor, but separate yourself immediately from other people. You also need to make sure your fever has been gone for at least 24 hours before you decide to hang around others. He also has some alarming numbers about the flu this year.
More than 1 in 10 hospital visits currently in Louisiana is for the flu. So we really believe that there are hundreds of thousands of cases over the past few months. We expect during this season there may be as many as 7,000 hospitalizations and unfortunately more than 700 deaths.
This Wednesday from 1 in the afternoon until 4:30, most public health units throughout the state of Louisiana will be offering free flu shots to state residents. Remember, you can still get a flu shot even if you've already had the flu this year, so you want to go ahead and take advantage of that free shot. And you might be getting ready to head to the gym right now. It is close to quitting time. And exercise, well, it may not be the only thing you're going to be getting at the gym. According to research, an exercise bike has almost 40 more times of bacteria than a plastic tray at the cafeteria. And listen to this, it kind of gets worse. Weights have over 350 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. Doctors suggest keeping hand sanitizer in your gym bag to use both before and after your workout. They say also make sure you're wiping down your machine before and after you use it, and never assume that it is wiped down before you go to use it. Now at 4, FBI Director Andrew McCabe is stepping down. We're told McCabe is leaving his post early ahead of his planned retirement in March. Now, he's at the center of the conflict between the FBI and the White House. Reports say President Trump has been pressuring McCabe to quit for some time. Trump's campaign is being investigated for possible collusion with Russia. The president did not answer a reporter's question at the White House about McCabe's departure. And congressional lawmakers have just a few days to reach a deal on immigration and other big issues before the temporary federal government funding bill expires on February 8th. This comes on the heels of the White House's new offer on immigration that gives a path to citizenship for close to 2 million illegal immigrants who came to the U.S. as children. In exchange, the White House wants to replace the current immigration system with a merit-based system, similar to the one in Canada. Plus, it wants money for a border security wall.
We're going to meet Monday night and start over again, trying to find that commonality that we've been able to do. Let's get down to business and fix it, and we can do it.
I think all of us realize that it's going to take a compromise on this issue for us to get something done and to protect the dreamer population, which is certainly a goal of mine.
Reforming the U.S. immigration system is expected to be a big part in the president's State of the Union speech set for tomorrow night. Well, tax time is here and the deadline is later this year. What you need to know before you file. Plus,
I do love this place very much, and it holds a really near and dear place in my heart.
how you may remember the movie rental stores known as Blockbuster. Yes, there are still some that are open. The last one in Texas just closed its doors.
And we've got some more blockbuster sunshine on the way to the Arclix in the next few days. I'll show you when we're going to see clouds and rain chances make a return again in your forecast after this break. Stay with us.